perform at the Grammy Awards, and he did 2 songs. He did The Way You Make Me Feel, did a reenactment of the video with the really skinny girl with the long hair and the little dress on and all the guys in the back. And then he actually sang Man in the Mirror. Now the thing is, though, did he really sing? I was looking real close to see if he was lip-syncing the second song. He was holding a microphone, but I don't know. I saw a few... Laurie, what do you think? I saw a few discrepancies when Michael Jackson sang Man in the Mirror. What do you think?
I was on the phone and watching at the same time. I don't know. I think he wasn't singing.
I agree.
He was dancing too much.
That's right.
There's no way he could.
But I think that what happened was, if you were listening closely and watching closely, near the end of Man in the Mirror, suddenly his voice stopped. Did you hear when there was like a technical problem? I think that is where his real vocals went up, because at the end he was really singing. So I think what they did was they lip-synced until 3/4 way through the song, and then for the real wild stuff they put his voice in.
The audio was terrible.
Audio was terrible. But he moves really well.
Yeah, the guy can dance.
He can dance. The guy can dance. All right, coming up we have Man in the Mirror. Unfortunately, you can't see him dance because he's not in the video. Michael Jackson ahead. We also have Scritti Politti. And again, this guy did. Rolling Stone magazine has just released a 1987 Readers and Critics poll, their latest edition now. Of course, YouTube pretty much cleaned up. They went for Best Band, Best Album, Best Guitarist, Best Singer, Best Looking. You know, they pretty much won everything except for Best Country and Best Female Vocalist. What I thought was interesting, though, that comebacks of the year was sort of interesting, because this year there's been so many of them. And what they liked, according to Rolling Stone readers, Fleetwood Mac was the 5th most popular comeback, Def Leppard was the 4th, Pink Floyd was the 3rd, Grateful Dead was the 2nd, and George Harrison was the most welcome comeback of the year. And that's not surprising when you look at the reissues of the year. The best reissue album was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles, and the 2nd most popular reissue was the Beatles album. So die-hard Beatles fans will just never give up. We have music ahead from George Harrison, also Madame and Patrick Swayze, and I do want to warn you that coming up in about a half an hour's time, a Crowded House clone band is going to be here called Los Trios Rombarcas. And these guys claim to have started off Crowded House, and we're going to get to the bottom of that right here on MuchMusic. He isn't on the list at all, and God, he's just loved by everyone. Critics, people that are buying the records yourselves, people who are playing the videos. So that sort of surprised me. Doesn't it surprise you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, I guess they haven't seen this latest video. This is the 3rd video release from his latest album. The video is called Somewhere Down the Crazy River. It has Maria McKee from Lone Justice in it, and I guess the best way to describe this video is H-O-T. Okay, we'll take a look at that video coming up. We also have a band called The Christians. They're not religious. Their last names just happen to be Christian. They originally started off as a backup doo-wop group, and there were actually no instruments whatsoever, and then they started to incorporate instruments a bit to their music. From their debut LP called Forgotten Town, we have the title track from that. But first of all, we have Belinda Carlisle, who was on the Grammys last night looking a little larger than life. I Get Weak on MuchMusic.